Don't you worry now. Yeah.
Hey guys, ThunderBow here, and today I'm bringing you more of the best Minecraft Pocket Edition news. Now, before I begin this video, can I just ask if you guys could punch that like button right in the face? You guys have been killing it with support lately, so let's keep it up. So, today's news comes from both Jason Major and Tom. So, we're going to start off with what Jason Major tweeted out, and he said the other day, here's how dyeing leather will work in MCPE, and he shows us a picture of 3 cauldrons lined up with different colored water. So this is actually a version exclusive feature where we're going to be able to actually place the cauldron and then fill it up with water and then dye the water and then dip the leather armor inside it to dye it. So if you guys don't know what cauldrons are, they're basically like an aesthetic feature for potion brewing. And basically what you could do is you could place the cauldron, fill it up with a bucket of water, and then when you need to fill up a bottle of water, all you have to do is click on the cauldron, and it will drain out some of the water and it will fill up inside the potion bottle. And it's really not super practical, and it's more for aesthetic features. But nonetheless, we will be having an actual legitimate use for cauldrons now, and basically what we'll be able to do is place it, fill it up with water, and then we can dye the water any color that we want. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be able to work with all 12 million possible leather colors and dye combinations, because if you look at the various shades of color in each of the cauldrons, they're all slightly different. And like they're offset shades of different colors. Like the one on the very left is pink, but it's like a different shade pink. So I'm pretty sure they added a whole bunch of red dye and then added some white to it, but a whole lot more white, and you can like vary up the amount of different colors that you put in it. So it's going to really open the doors up to a whole bunch of different color options for leather armor. And then the same thing with the center one, which is yellow, and I'm pretty sure they added some white to that because it looks like an offset white. So, you know, like I said, there's going to be a whole bunch of different color options for dyeing leather armor, and this is a version-exclusive way to dye armor. Typically, if you want to dye armor in PC, you have to take the leather piece, put it in the crafting table, and then combine it with a whole bunch of different and then basically combine it with a whole bunch of different dye colors to get the leather armor piece that you want. And instead, basically, we're dipping it inside like an inkwell, and that's basically what this cauldron's serving as. So we have version exclusive cauldrons to dye leather armor. So I think that's pretty cool. So, additionally, Jason also sent out a tweet today saying after a lot of great work, some of the other developers in Redmond got this working today, and it's item frames. We're finally getting item frames as well. So many people have wanted them. It's been a requested feature since around the 0.9 update, so, you know, 2 years later, we finally get item frames. And there was a major issue with item frames, and for the most part, the issue was that they simply caused a lot of lag, and no one really understood why, but it looks like the Redmond developer team managed to fix the issue with item frames. So Tom had gone into a little bit more detail about why item frames have taken so long to add and why they changed some things up. So he first started out by saying, let's create some drama. Item frames in MCPE will behave like signs and won't be placeable in blocks, and you can't put many in the same block. The reason is that it just doesn't make sense, and that they are the super special thing that can pass through fences while water can't, and they can revert it in the future, but they would like it a lot more if the game followed its own rules about how blocks should behave. And when he says about how you can't place blocks inside other blocks, he's referring to the famous, quote, torch holder decoration design, which basically you place a torch on something like a piece of stone, and then you put an item frame on top of it, and then an anvil in the center. And technically, he said that's 3 blocks in the same cell, and it doesn't make any sense. And plus, having that system created a ton of lag in Pocket Edition, so they had to disable that. And he said the reason why they no longer kill performance is because they're static. And because of this, we could potentially have tons of new features like dyeable item frames, which that would be a pretty awesome feature. So you could have like red, blue, yellow, green item frames. So that would really be an awesome way to showcase some of your favorite items. Tom also mentioned a couple of advantages of the new item frames is much better performance, and there's a ton of subtle bugs that were automatically fixed as a result of making item frames much more efficient. As they're block entities now, they behave like a block by default, no hacks, and they can also be part of the terrain, which makes them faster. So, part of the terrain, we could be seeing things like item frames inside generated structures, which that would be a pretty awesome feature as well. Like, you could go into a village and they have an item frame inside one of the houses, and that has like some rare item or something, so that would be pretty awesome to see as well. And one last tweet from Tom, so far at least, was that we will be able to still turn the item frame in all 8 directions, so item frames can be turnable. Now, I don't know if this is going to relate to redstone outputs, because I know in the PC Minecraft feature, where if you rotate an item frame, it like corresponds to a certain redstone output, and people use that for like combination locks. So I don't know if that's going to be a feature in Pocket Edition yet, or if that's already being added as a result of item frames and the new redstone update, but nonetheless, item frames have been added. They're a lot more efficient. We could be seeing dyeable item frames, we could be seeing item frames inside generated structures, and we have a whole completely new system for dyeing leather armor. So far, this update seems like it's going to be super awesome. I can't wait for this update to come out, and I'm sure you guys can't either. And Tom also mentioned how it's basically going to be the last feature that they're adding to 0.14, so I'm sure after they finalize just the last few bugs, we should be seeing a beta probably sometime next week. Now, I know I mentioned like the beta would be out within a week in one of my last videos, and I know that prediction was false, so I do apologize for that, but that was basically a prediction. I didn't say any of that was confirmed, but because this is the last feature, I can almost guarantee it's going to be out within the next week, so don't hold me to that. Again, that's just a prediction, but I'm pretty sure we could be seeing a beta sometime before the end of January. So, thanks for watching this update video, guys. Be sure to punch that like button right in the face, show your support for this channel, show your support for this news video series, show your love for 0.14. Like I said, punch that like button right in the face. Let's go for 50 likes. I know we can do it. You guys have been killing it with support, so let's try keeping it up. Anyway, that about wraps up this video, so thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, like I said, punch that like button, subscribe for more videos, stay charged, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.
Don't you worry now.